Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kingdom. So, we are going to pretty much continue off right where we left off in the last episode. Um, and that is, this. If you didn't see last episode, I did this. I made my castle look a little fatter, towards the bottom. And I did this whole side. However, I haven't done that side. I'm just now checking it over quick to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Um, so yeah, and then I gotta fix the path. And I think I fixed the hill in the last episode. I think I fixed the hill because I was struggling with it. Yeah, I did. I fixed the hill. Did I fully fix it though? Did I do the whole? Okay, I did. See, I'm done. All right, that means I can move on to the whole fixing of the castle. Thankfully, this is a pretty easy job, which is just pulling out a thing that would probably normally be a little bit bigger. But I'm literally just following the same pattern. Because I am. I must be hungry or something because my stomach's been growling for the past filming the other video and this video. So I do other stuff later this week at the time of this recording, because there is stuff going on this week. For a change, I'm actually going to be doing more content creator stuff than usual this week. I'm changing things up. I better make sure I eat. I gotta make sure I eat. Don't get me wrong, I do eat, so I'm just eating an unhealthy amount. Alright, there we go. That one's done. Now I just gotta pretty much copy it to the other side. Which this is pretty easy. This is basic stuff. Let's see if I can place blocks, which apparently I can't place blocks today. I'm having a off day. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get back into the full 1 hour series. If you haven't been following along with that series, I recommend you do, because there's going to be more into it. Starting, well, technically last week, but it would have been this week when I first actually started it, because I'm starting it this week. I'm starting it this week. Yeah, I'm starting streaming. Basically, I'm gonna start streaming. Because one, I think it'll help me personally. Two, it's gonna get up some video hours. It's helping me personally for a couple of things, and I want to do it. I've been meaning to start. All right, there we go. You know, I like to say, I like it better. It actually is better. I still don't know what that is, but you know, this is better. Okay, I gotta do something about this flag. Copyright infringement would get me if I ever wanted to actually produce my flag. So I gotta do something about the flag. I will be sad because I will miss the starboard. I do really like the starboard, but I thought about it. Copyright infringement would get me, so I can't do it. I still would like to add some depth around this door, I think, but I don't know how to do that without losing the whole door aesthetic. Alright, path time. Because if I don't, it's gonna haunt me. Okay. literally all I had to do for this side. That's literally all I gotta do for this is literally all I gotta do for this side. Wow. The other side is more complicated because I gotta break out the bricks this time. And start carrying on. That much. Wow. And then for this is very simple. Copy. Paste. 6 minutes in and I'm done. Wow. Good episode, everyone. Do. You guys so much for watching, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not that way. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the full path thing like I did. Okay. This is probably the part where I can start working on that project. Because yeah, the castle's done. I'm not actually sure where where F3. Okay, they changed coordinates, right? Because they're now on my right side. Where is? Gotta find out where this is. Okay, it's on this side. Is it this block? Okay. I need to move the whole kingdom technically back. Because when I want to spawn people to spawn into the kingdom, I don't want them spawning in the kingdom per se. But I might. I want them to actually have to go through a front gate over here. So I'd have to move the entire kingdom back like a bajillion blocks. Just so that I'm no longer at 0, 0. Because when I started building this, is I started building this with the castle being 0, 0 at 0, 0. And then I've now moved the castle back so I could put the hill up. So I could put originally you would have spawned in the castle, but I've now moved the castle back, putting the hill here. But I've thought about this, and this is what I want to do, and I gotta do it, but I don't want to do it. Because it's a massive project. So yeah, I gotta do that eventually. Might even do that in between videos, because, yeah. Alright. Moving on. I had the idea, and the reason why there's no longer houses here, because there originally was houses here. But I had the idea of I wanted to put like an inn, the bar, a tavern, a pub, whatever you want to call it. Place for the unsocietals to be. Ooh, that is still loud. Is it ambient and environment? Let me try. Nope. I don't know what that is. I don't know what nether portals would be under. It's not UI. Would it be, I suppose, would it be under blocks? No. What is the portal sound under? Hmm. No. It wouldn't be hostile. I doubt it. But yeah, I wanted to turn this into a inn, a stable for visitors, who come to trade at our very, very big market. It's not that big. And who need a place to stay. So it'll be like an inn. It's an inn. Is what it is, an inn. Where they could tie up their horses, um, grab a bite to eat or drink, or the local townsfolk, which there are 8 townsfolk, maybe. Actually, maybe not. But it's a place where you could grab a bite to eat, a place of employment. So yeah, that's the plan. I gotta do an inn. Um, and then there'll be like rooms and everything up top. It's gonna be a 2-story building, is what it's gonna be, and it's probably honestly gonna follow the pattern that was set up here. Um, but I don't know. So I know one side's gonna be stables, and so this is gonna be very unsymmetrical, and it's gonna drive me nuts because I love everything being symmetrical. But I know one side's gonna be stables with entrances on both. So, and this might part is where I add is this 2 blocks wide? Or is it 3? Is it 3? It's probably 3. It's 3. Ooh, I could, or I could shrink it, but I'd like instead to have the single door, and because of the horses too, because I need more than 1 block. What I could do, and these are 5. Wow, did not realize I gave them such a big alley in between, but I got the roof overhang and everything. What I could do, I could shrink it. Just, I want it to be 2 blocks. I want it to be like an actual path. Like how we have the actual path set up. So, I'm going to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this over 1. Making it so that, it'll be a little shorter, but the path will still be there. It's going to be a... What? Oh. Okay. That's why. There. Honestly, I probably could have just expanded it by 1. Yeah, let's just undo that. And honestly, I'm going to just expand it back by 1. Instead, because of the fact that instead of it going forward, because with this end over here, I have it set so that the barracks are right at the foot. Rightfully, I should have the barracks closer to the entrance to the kingdom, but, so for this, I think it would make logical sense to put. It just allows me to make it a little longer. So now what we can do is really I'm just gonna Yeah. Why not? And this is block 1. I'm gonna just copy this. I think if I go right here and do paste, now it's not gonna line up right now, and everything looks like a mess, except for this one side. This one side. Wow, it lined up perfectly, whereas the rest didn't. That's okay. And what I will do, because this wasn't long enough. That's why it doesn't line up. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the path in. Now this might be, it's gonna feel like a mistake, and really, actually, I only need to do it on the one side. But whatever. Because, yeah, the rest of the side's going to be an in. Yeah, I only had to put it on this one side. But it'll kind of act as like it'll be like a gatekeeper's hut. It'll be right here, probably. And then what it'll do is it'll act as a way to kind of allow the flow in, you know, give them their limits of the city. Like they can't go up to the castle and get the rules. Yeah, that's what it'll be. And then it'll allow me to put the stables in and everything. So the wall was originally here. And I suppose I should limit myself with the wall over here, too. Because the wall should go to right about here. For both. I did that originally because that's when I cut the whole thing. And wow, I did not realize how much grass space I had originally given. Hold on, I'm going to have to look at this now. Because if I could have just cut, I would have been fine. And yeah, I got to delete these original waterways. How much okay, I did give them 3. But it got covered up with all this grass. Because covered up with all the grass. So that's fine. It just means that I can't really fiddle with it. Because, yeah. These are 4. What was I doing? Was I drunk? No. I wasn't. I haven't drank ever yet. Well, I can soon. Yeah. So, I think it's going to be in the same style as them. But this is going to be the stables over here. Going to be relatively big. And honestly, it's going to be big. It's actually, well, could be the royal stables too. But unless I do more rooms, I suppose I could. But yeah, I kind of got this idea when I was exploring the Lord of the Rings map. And I know I looked at it kind of closely. But there were the ability to put, or they did have like stables in Bree, I believe it was. And now I'm just trying to remember my actual Lord of the Rings info. It's been a minute since I actually watched Lord of the Rings. Um, but yeah, in Bree, I believe in the Lord of the Rings, Minecraft Survive was on for reference materials and whatnot. What they did is they had stables and whatnot in the inn. I could do that, hypothetically, and I would. I'm thinking about it. Should say hypothetically. I am going to do it. Because then I can... I want to put stables. I know I want stables. And that's where I'm at, is stables. And I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I had course turned on me originally, but I do now. So I'm trying to figure out how... I don't know. These stables are going to feel huge now. Though, is the problem. These stables are going to feel huge. I'm trying to figure it out. It's the fact of I'm trying to figure it out, and right now this is where I'm at, is just start it. But this is probably going to be the project because I gotta take a break from the back. I know it's not fully done, but it is mostly done. Because now what I do is I'll do all this. I will go back to the castle eventually, again. But right now I do want to put a new structure on, and especially after deleting this whole kind of section that I had already have done. Kind of hurts. My ego. But yeah. So one side's going to be the inn and one side's going to be the stables. And then I wanted it all to be kind of connected. And maybe I don't even have to go that big, thinking about it. I mean, this whole side can be like, well, how many rooms could I get in one? And then, like, put in the horse. I don't know. I might actually have to tinker with this one instead of try to do it all in one episode. That's not going to happen, by the way. I'm going to do it in the episode. Because that's how I roll. Yeah. So the plan is, stables are on that side somewhere. This is all going to be part... The inn is going to be one big building with little, like, sky bridges kind of crossing over. Like is it a catwalk? Not a catwalk. Is it a catwalk? What's a catwalk? Hold on. Now I'm questioning what words are. Is it like a sky bridge? No. A catwalk is like a runway, kind of, for... Is it the model? I think it's the monorail. Whatever. Is this what I'm looking for? No, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. I know I have pictures of them in my reference material, and that is where I'm pretty much at. But I want, like, over this path, I want, like, bridges, kind of. That, like, they're bridges. I know they're a form of bridges. It's not a sky bridge. It's not a catwalking bridge. I'm now looking at bridge types. That doesn't help me. So, like, I want to say it's like a skywalk or something. Skyway. I got it. It's called a skyway. A skyway, sky bridge, skywalk, or a skywalkway is an elevated type of pedalway connecting two or more buildings in an urban area. That's what I want in my castle, or in this building. I want skywalks. Maybe like a couple, like, not like right here in the center, but like maybe right here, somewhere across right here, and right here, I think is what I'm thinking. That was a hassle to figure out. But this in portion is going to be all one. I know that. And it's probably, I'm probably going to actually cut off most of this grass. Or something. Well, maybe not. It's probably actually going to, I don't know. I want this side to actually have both kind of exits, I'm thinking. But I might keep the little bit of the lawn like I did. Which actually means I gotta cut more. And then this should all kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna start with this area, which will be like the main inn, like the restaurant, bar kind of thing. And then what I'll do is I'll mosey it over to figuring out the stables and the room accommodations, which, depending on the amount of guests you get, I don't know. Because I do know I got to build more townhomes. And that's part of the plan, is to put like rows of these all along this, I think, is the next plan. And what I'm going to do, it's going to be more houses up until this edge right here, where I'm going to build the wall, start building the wall and the gate and whatnot. Build an actual wall. Because I got like the fortress kind of build, and now I need like an actual wall build. With the replica towers, pretty much. I'm probably just going to copy the towers. I might do the dirt floor, though. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this here, just because I just rambled on for the last little bit. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!